Hey guys, how goes it? Today we are going to be doing a case review. We're going to be reviewing the Spigen Slim Armor for the iPhone 6. This is actually going to be an experiment with my new video setup. I actually have improved my lighting and, background, so hopefully my videos, at least my focused review videos, will be of higher quality. So, yeah. I got this case on Amazon a day before I actually got my iPhone 6. So, yeah, I got it on Amazon for $20, which was cool. Came in this nice packaging here, so as you can see, this is Spigen packaging. It is legit. So, I'm going to have to say that this is probably the best case packaging I've ever gotten. I've never actually had a case where it's like this legit, thick, Apple-like iPod packaging plastic. Really cool. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, here is the case. I got the slate color, which kind of was supposed to match the iPhone 5, and since I think the iPhone 5 slate was the best looking phone, I really like this color. So yeah, as you can see here, we have air cushion technology for the Apple iPhone. It says iPhone 6 right there. So if we flip it around, it tells you a couple of things about the case. Not a whole lot, but it says strong protection by double-layered system. It is a two-piece case. It has that air cushion technology, which I guess I can show you. And it has a 0.5mm lip to protect the screen, and it's form-fitted to the device. As you can see, that's kind of what it looks like, and that's what's included. So let's go ahead and pop it open. I've been using this case for a few days, so very nice presentation here. Just comes right out. And then in here we have a Spigen certificate of authenticity. So that's how you know it's a legitimate Spigen product, and it tells you right here about that. So that's pretty cool. So if we take the case out of the box here, you can see here it is. It's a two-piece case. The inner part is TPU, which just kind of slides out of this outer plastic part. So this is really nice. TPU is actually my favorite case material for phones, just because it's easy to take on and off, and it doesn't scratch the phone when dust gets in. So as you can see, this is kind of the air cushion design, and if you look in here, if you look in these edges, you can see that there's a hole in there, and that is for your air cushion technology. Can't really get a good picture of it, or a video, but there is a small, place in there where there is just nothing. It's kind of just like a dead spot. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. So that is supposed to help with drop protection, which is kind of cool. As you can see, the buttons are covered. Well, we can go over that when we put it on the phone, but moving on, you can see we have our, designed by Spigen in that Apple font. It's kind of funny that they're trying to emulate Apple there. I'm not sure what this is supposed to do. I guess it's just your sort of sticker. And of course, this is made of plastic. It's got this nice Spigen logo there, Apple cutout. So let's go ahead and put it on the phone, and we'll get into more in depth. So here is my iPhone 6. I'll go ahead and take it and shove it right in there. So we'll put it on. Snaps on very nicely. So then you have this, and then what you have to do from there is take this. I like to pop it in on this side, and then just kind of run your finger along this edge until it fits. So there it is. That's what it looks like on the phone. It's a pretty nice looking case. I definitely like the design, but there are a couple of things I don't like. But first of all, we'll go ahead and go around the case. So as you can see here, there is adequate cutting out for your Apple logo here. So you can still view the Apple logo. I actually like this. Some people don't, but I personally do. We have our camera cutout, and as you can see, that kind of depicts the thickness of this case. But since the iPhone 6 is already so thin, I believe this is only 10mm thick, so that's not bad, considering all the protection you get from this case. The buttons are covered, the volume and the power buttons are covered. I actually don't like this because they're not only less tactile, I mean, you can still press them and they still click, but they're not as tactile as a naked button would be. And I found that when I'm using this case, and I'm not really thinking about it, it's kind of difficult to know if you're actually pressing the button. So you have to actually kind of know exactly where the buttons are to press them. I guess that might be an iPhone 6 design flaw, but then again, I'm not sure. Moving on here, we have our mute switch, which is kind of recessed. It's recessed by a few millimeters. It's not that hard to get to, though, especially if you have semi-long nails as I do, it's pretty easy to get to there. Cutouts along the bottom we have for our speaker, just a tiny little cutout there. And then the lightning cable. This is an adequate cutout. You shouldn't have any problem with third-party lightning cables unless they're thicker in this direction. And then going from there, we have our headphone cutout, which again is big enough. It shouldn't have many problems with headphones. So that's cool. And as you can see, like I said, looks pretty nice. Going around the front here, it protects the screen. It's kind of retains the curved design of the iPhone, so you can still feel that curved screen, which is nice. And then of course they've tried to keep the profile down as low as possible, but it does have just a little bit of lay on the table design, so you can just put it on your table here and it won't mess the phone up, won't scratch the display. The only thing I don't like is that this is only 1/2 millimeter of clearance. I would have liked to see a little more. I understand they were trying to retain the iPhone 6 design aesthetic, but that's just a little less than I would like. I have other cases. I have well, I used to have, before I sold it, another case by Cruiserlight for my Galaxy S5, and it had about a 1 to 2 millimeter lip, and that's what I would have liked to see here. But otherwise, this is a very nice case. It retains the slim profile of the phone mostly. It adds a few millimeters, definitely. But since the case is about 10 millimeters thick, the iPhone is 6.1, it only adds 3.9 millimeters of thickness to your phone, which is good. That's really nice. And yeah, I definitely would recommend this case. I'll drop the link in Amazon for you guys to go ahead and check this out. But yeah, that has been my little look at the Spigen Slim Armor for the iPhone 6. Definitely would recommend this case. It's pretty nice. So I'll see you guys later. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and peace.